Welcome to Seed to Life. In today's video, we are going to see how to grow ginger root plants in containers and care for it to get abundant harvest. In my opinion, ginger is one of the most famous phytomedicine or medicinal plant that almost all countries know about and use regularly in their diet. If you have stopped by to watch a video on how to grow ginger at your home, definitely you must be aware of some of its benefits like its anti-inflammatory properties. Because of anti-inflammatory properties of ginger, it has tremendous potential to ease the pain and swelling associated with various degenerative disorders like arthritis, rheumatism, digestion problems. I remember we had one Ayurvedic medicine that had lemon juice along with ginger juice and salt. It helped with digestion and tasted awesome. Ginger also has antimicrobial effects and can help in treating various infectious diseases and reduce the inflammation caused by the viruses, bacteria, parasites, and even chemical agents like heat, acid, cigarette smoke. Did you know if you take ginger before doing exercise, it can ease post-exercise pain? Ginger also acts as an antioxidant and hence it is commonly used in various healthy refreshments. It is very helpful for people experiencing nausea. Nothing like a warm tea with either fresh ginger or dried ginger. I need ginger in almost all dishes and even in tea. If you have tried regular ginger from the grocery store and organic ginger, you can easily tell the difference in the two. Typically, organically grown ginger is slender, more fibrous, and it has stronger flavor than that of the regular ginger. I used to use regular ginger and started having allergy, skin irritations whenever I consumed that. Good quality organic ginger was not always available where I lived. Eventually, I decided to grow my own ginger plants. It is very easy to grow ginger, and it can grow very well even in small containers. However, ginger growing season is pretty long. Planting to harvest time is almost 9 months, which is very long. If you live in colder climate, it won't survive in winter. In my zone, winter starts late and I get a good 7 to 8 months of summer temperature, and then follows the freezing winter drastically. One year, I planted ginger in early spring and decided not to harvest the roots that year but keep them in the garage during winter. But no matter what I did, like using grow light, garage heater, plants died and they came back in the spring. So if you manage to keep the plants green, then in couple of years, you can see beautiful ginger blossoms. I haven't been that fortunate so far. But this year, I'm going to bring one of my established plants in my home when the temperature drops. I'm so determined to see the flowers next year. Now, let's see how to grow these useful plants at home. Ginger is grown from rhizomes, that is the root that sprouts new buds when the weather conditions are suitable. This happens in early spring when the temperatures start rising and the humidity in the environment increases. You can either purchase these rhizomes or, like me, you can grow them from the store-bought ginger. In spring, it is very difficult to keep these rhizomes from sprouting, and when they sprout, I have to put them in ground. We don't need to waste the entire ginger root in the ground for plants. Just cut off 1/2 inch to 1 inch section of ginger where the sprout is. Next step is soaking them in the water overnight to hydrate them. You can plant them directly without soaking and they will still grow. But in my experience, soaking them helps the roots grow faster. I have soaked the rhizomes overnight and now I'm going to plant them. The potting mix that I am using is rich in organic matter and well draining. It is a good mixture of soil, peat moss, perlite and compost. To that I have added some bone meal and blood meal fertilizers. Both bone meal and blood meal are long-term fertilizers, so you can give fish meal fertilizer every 2 weeks for quick boosts during growing period. I am only slightly covering the rhizomes, maybe about 1/4 inch to ½ inch deep, so that they can emerge easily and root rot is avoided. We just have to keep the soil moist, but definitely not waterlogged. Ginger loves sunlight. However, in my region, even sun-loving plants have hard time being in the sun for the entire day. I try to choose a spot where my plants receive 5 to 6 hours of sunlight. I keep them in the shadow of other plants so that they get necessary light and heat, but they are not burnt. This summer, I have moved some of my old ginger plants in a bigger container. It is a 17-gallon container and I have added few more rhizomes to that pot. So it is going to be my big pot with ginger, and then I have some more in smaller containers. I was worried that again the plant will die back after transplanting, but it handled it really well and doing great. You can see here there is some wilting on some of the leaves, older leaves especially, but it is due to heat damage, and this pot was in the full sunlight for for a couple of months, and that caused this wilting, but now I have moved it back to its original position and it is doing great. This is the plant from the last year and you can see it is doing good. Also, the new plants or the rhizomes that I planted along with this plant are also sprouting and they are growing leaves. Here is another plant from the last year, and I did not move this. I didn't want to take risk of moving all my ginger plants in only one container. So this is going to stay here in this container as long as possible, and I'm going to bring this plant indoors during winter. So you can see here there is one sensitive plant that is growing in the shadow of this ginger and it is very cute. Thank you for watching my video. If you like the channel, please subscribe to my channel Seed to Life and post your suggestions in the comment sections below. Click on the bell icon to get notified about the new videos and updates. Thank you again. See you soon.